horny now? Are you horny now?
Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Episodes of Insanity, the weekly episodes in where we will look at current events and current issues in a debauchery type form. Our special guest with us today is none other than Mohamed Gamal, also known as Jimmy.
Yeah.
One of the best comedians in the Egyptian circuit by far. Jimmy, it is indeed a pleasure having you.
Yeah.
Honestly,
That's
seriously.
high praise.
Oh no, it's like the honor's all mine.
The honor's all mine.
The honor's all. It's gonna be an evening of Nicolas Cage impression.
No, that's not gonna happen.
That's not gonna. Imagine it was like
No.
And now Nicolas Cage, give me cake.
No. Anyways,
Driving in Egypt. Now,
Beautiful.
Jimmy, you don't drive in Egypt yourself.
I don't even have a license.
You don't even have a license,
Yeah.
which technically makes you qualified to be a minibus, microbus driver.
Exactly.
So,
Or sometimes a taxi driver.
or sometimes a taxi
Yeah.
driver or a truck driver
Yeah.
on the motorway
Yeah.
with one arm,
Yeah. Yeah.
because the other arm's doing like drugs or
Like
whatever.
Yeah.
So, I drive myself in Egypt, and I have driven in Egypt, and I don't want to get a car for a number of reasons.
Mm-hmm.
First reason, and I think is the most important factor for anyone to drive
Yeah.
anywhere, is courtesy.
Courtesy.
And for me, there is an absolute lack
Yeah.
of courtesy in Egypt.
Yeah, that's most definitely, yeah.
Between other drivers. I mean, like, here, I learned how to drive in London.
Yeah.
And when you're at
There's a big difference.
huge
Definitely,
difference.
there's a big difference, yeah.
Cleanliness for starters, the lanes,
Yeah.
traffic lights mean something there.
Yeah, two arms on the wheel. not
3 lanes
not
means
arms.
3 lanes.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean 6.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean oncoming traffic on the wrong side.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean donkeys are allowed on the motorway.
Yeah.
We don't even have, the only place we have
You
donkeys.
don't even have tuk-tuks.
No, we do.
You
We
do have
actually do.
tuk-tuks?
But
Yeah.
they're bicycle, what are the rickshaws,
But they're
inside
they have a license.
They have a permit, of course.
Yeah, they have a permit.
And they stand.
We here don't have a
They're
permit.
outside tube stations going, rickshaw,
Yeah.
take you anywhere. And they even start trying. I saw them last time I was in London, like last month for my Octo Funny tour.
Yeah.
I saw the funniest thing. They just want to be spoken to.
The drivers?
The drivers, they'll be
Yeah.
saying, "Can I help you? Do you want? Where are you trying to get to?
Yeah.
Just any kind of, like, acknowledge me. I exist."
Please. Am I
But-
invisible?
But it's courtesy.
Yeah.
Even there's like courtesy. But like, for example, if I'm coming onto a road
Yeah.
and somebody sees me in London driving and they flash for me, the flashing of the light says, "Go ahead.
Yeah.
Please,
Here
motorist."
it does not.
Here it means, "Get out of
Yeah,
the way,
get
I
out
am
of the
going. I am going. There's a Godzilla and tsunami
Yeah.
behind me. I must get home." Sometimes I look in the mirror, in the rearview mirror when I'm driving, and I'm like going,
Like
"Where is
flashes,
the?" No, I'm like going,
flashes,
"Where's the
flashes.
UFO?
Yeah.
Where's Godzilla?"
Yeah.
I'm looking, and I don't see. Where's the tsunami that everyone's trying to run away
Yeah.
from? But courtesy, and that's what brings us to our second point, which are rash mistakes that lead to accidents.
Yeah.
I think.
And yeah, I think that any rash mistakes shouldn't happen. It could happen when you're just walking around, but it definitely shouldn't happen when you're behind the wheels.
Each and every one of us has seen. I mean, a friend of mine, just before we started shooting this, a friend of mine actually told me that in the, it's called Wadi Omar, which basically means
Moon Valley.
yes, and they're a shipping container.
Yeah.
Those
The huge
what
ones.
weighs 50 tons had crushed a fully loaded Suzuki mini microbus. Now that's not going to be on the news.
Yeah.
You're not going to hear, and in today, driver decided to try to get home faster.
They talk in English.
And they talk. Obviously, Nile services, sometimes Nile TV will be like, and in today in Alexandria, a driver was driving under the influence of drugs, probably, God knows, people know. But that's the thing, it leads to like the most harsh And also, you said a point earlier before we started shooting about
Yeah.
violence.
Yeah, violence.
What do you think? What's your point of view on this?
And I believe that if you're driving and you hit someone,
Yeah,
God forbid,
God forbid.
supposedly you should, park aside, just calm down, I don't know what they call it, exchange papers, so they could call each other, but do not stand in the middle in the middle of the street and just keep yelling, and a bunch of cars are behind you, like beep 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 beep, and the flashes and the UFOs. It's
And the
just
tsunamis.
Yeah, the Godzillas.
The Godzillas.
Yeah.
The Mothras.
Yeah.
Uh,
So it's really horrible.
I think for me, though, the one word I've come to really despise
Yeah.
living or driving in Egypt
Is
is the word malish, which basically means never mind,
yeah.
or means forget about.
Yeah, we use that a
It's
lot.
if you were an Italian American gangster, it'd be like
Yeah.
forget about it.
Yeah.
You know, malish.
But at least forget about it sounds nice.
It does. You know, if you were like, if for example,
Yeah, so no one comes, hey, forget about it.
forget about it.
Hey.
Yabesha, forget about it.
No,
The
but
fish
here-
hagger, forget about
No,
it.
but here we use malish and even
Everything.
outside. Yeah.
Everything.
You have a coffee and just put in someone's face. Oh, malish. I had a bad day.
I had a bad day.
just
My mother
bear-
told me,
bear with my stupidity.
Yeah, my mother said don't go out today,
Yeah.
so malish, I
I
have
don't
to
know.
burn
You
you
don't
in
know
the
me.
face.
Just malish. Just walk away. Just walk away. Hey, forget about it.
It's like, out of all the words in the Arabic language,
Yeah.
it's the one word that when drivers drive recklessly, endangering their life, the lives of others,
Yeah.
the lives of everyone around them,
Yeah.
possibly kill. You're driving a flammable incendiary device,
Yeah.
and yet they tend to chain smoke next
Yeah.
to this incendiary device.
Yeah.
Although cigarettes do not actually ignite gasoline,
Mhm.
but they can start a fire inside.
Yeah,
Anyway,
that's not the case. Yeah.
that's not the case, but it's like they will do everything absolutely beyond sanity, and then they will just suddenly turn around and say to you,
Malish.
and I think it's like,
Malish, I see.
Malish.
Yes. It has been done.
We're coming up to the close, and I think as we come to the close of the show, the one thing that we want to close on is taxis.
Yeah.
Because a taxi driver is essentially like the nervous system
Yeah.
of any city.
Yeah, exactly.
And thank you, car driver. A taxi driver here, you were talking about it before we started shooting. What's the usual scenario you find?
Yeah. What I hate about taxi drivers is that when I'm sitting in the passenger seat, so it's just a normal day and shouting and yelling so someone cuts him off another car cuts him off. So he keeps yelling and shouting, you shouldn't have done that. Oh, So then he walks by and then
Walks by? I mean, drives
he
past.
drives by and he
Gets out, goes,
he
ah!
sees-
And then goes back
yeah.
into the car. Woman.
No, it's a woman.
It's a woman.
Yeah, I hate that. I really hate that.
That's-
Oh yeah, we expect that from a woman, Yeah, not from a man.
What is she doing out of the kitchen?
Yeah.
Not making babies? Oh, forget about it.
Malish.
Malish.
Malish, it's a woman. Yes, yeah.
So I think if there's three things that you can take from episodes of Insanity tonight, viewers, is one, be more courteous when you're driving.
Second, Jimmy is the best comedian in Alexandria.
Second best.
Yeah.
Second best.
Yeah.
Second best. Well, to be fair, Agami's not Alexandria,
Alexandria.
so you are the best comedian in Alexandria.
Not really, but thank you.
You're welcome.
So embarrassed.
I can pay you later. The second thing we want to close on is less violence on the streets when you're driving.
Yeah.
You're forgetting that the person you're getting into a fight with is somebody else's son, someone else's
Another person.
brother,
Even
another
doesn't have
person,
to be
another
a
human
person
being
related to someone.
No,
it's just
but-
another person.
No, but it's like that person has
it's
connections.
precious.
They're
Yeah.
not just sort of like another person has come into
No,
existence
but
in
even
Egypt.
if he's disconnected from everyone, you should care for another human being. So other people should care for you.
do not use the word ma'alish anymore.
Yeah.
Try to get away from this. Actually, replace ma'alish with forget about it. Forget about it. And last but not least, try and convert at least one taxi driver to not thinking that every woman is necessarily a baby factory. And Jimmy, as
Woman
you are
power.
woman power, as you are our guest, you have the last four-note that you can say to our viewers. So please, this is now Jimmy's moment.
Please stop it.
Stop it, people.
There was no time.
No time.
We're all gonna die eventually. We don't have to kill each other.
Every rose has its thorn. All we are is dust in the wind.
That's beautiful.
That's Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. Or Excellent Adventure. Either way,
Yeah.
Jimmy,
It's been my honor.
it's been my honor. Thank you very much, my friend.
you.
Again, as always, thank you for coming to Episodes of Insanity.
Thank you.
I hope to see you again on one of the next episodes.
Never ever.
Never ever, indeed. Okay, well, thank you very much. And people, be good to each other and subscribe and enjoy the ride. Namaste.